The story of the 99 gold coins, popularized by Jorge Bucay, offers a very deep psychological background that speaks about human dissatisfaction, the illusion of completeness, and the circle of infinite desire. A king much loved by his people had a servant who was always cheerful and sang while he worked. Intrigued by his happiness, the king asked him what his secret was, but the servant assured him that he had nothing special. He simply enjoyed what he had. The king decided to test this with the help of a wise man who proposed an experiment, leaving a bag containing 99 gold coins at the servant's door. They did so. Upon finding the bag, the servant was surprised and began counting the coins. He reached 99 and felt that one was missing to reach a perfect number. From that moment on, his life changed. Obsessed with getting the missing coin, he stopped singing, worked longer hours, and became grumpy and anxious. His joy vanished, all for that single coin he thought he needed to be happy. Seeing him transformed, the king understood the lesson. When someone enters the circle of 99 coins, they stop enjoying what they have and begin to suffer for what they believe they lack. From a psychological perspective, the story illuminates several internal mechanisms. The myth of the missing coin. Psychologically, it represents that small lack, real or imagined, that many people believe they must resolve to feel fulfilled. A promotion, a degree, an object, a sum of money, someone's approval. The problem is that the focus shifts from what one has to what is lacking, generating a chronic feeling of inadequacy. The trap of, if only I had. This way of thinking makes well-being contingent on a future goal. Cognitive psychology identifies it as a bias that prevents us from enjoying the present and creates emotional dependence on objectives that, once achieved, are usually replaced by others. Thus begins a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction. The loss of internal freedom. The servant, obsessed with the missing coin, alters his behavior, his priorities, and his relationship with life. From a humanistic psychology perspective, this symbolizes how external goals can dominate an individual and disconnect them from their essential values, turning them into a slave to an unquestioned desire. Social comparison. The servant falls into the trap of comparing his situation to the king's. This comparison, a very human mechanism, triggers feelings of injustice and envy, distorting his perception of what he already had, a peaceful and sufficient life. Current theories of happiness emphasize that constant comparison is one of the main predictors of emotional distress. The paradox of almost complete. From the perspective of positive psychology, it's known that when a goal is nearly achieved, motivation increases, but so do anxiety and obsession. History demonstrates how this near success can become a source of suffering when not managed consciously. Ultimately, the 99 pieces of gold is a reminder that happiness doesn't depend on reaching some imaginary final coin, but on learning to value what we already have. True psychological freedom arises when we stop chasing external completion and begin to observe what internally drives us to feel incomplete. Subscribe so I can keep uploading videos.